Y'all, my boys, it's been a while. I've recently been getting quite a few people asking me just in comment sections, Twitter, like, yo, you know, what's going on with Freedom Wars 2, Bloodborne 2, All Stars 2. And, you know, as the days go by and we don't see them, I get more confused and anxious, I would say. In regards to All Stars 2, let's just get this out of the way. Man, I don't know what the hell's going on. You know, I'm just out of clues. I'm out of ideas. Just don't see it. But what I will say is my OG feelings stick, okay? The concept of the game is a gold mine, and Sony is dumb for not doing it again properly this time. This is how it is. But to get on topic, okay, Japan Studio. The birthplace of titles like Gravity Rush, Shadow of the Colossus, The Last Guardian, and the greatest ones, okay, Freedom Wars and Bloodborne. For some time now, I've been preaching that these two series will be getting continuations in some shape or form. But as you can see, we haven't seen them yet. But I just want to remind you guys, this isn't just wishful thinking. You know, if you're just hearing this for the first time now, because you're new to my channel, welcome. But this isn't me just wishfully thinking. I'm not just saying this and pulling it out of my butt. I have logic, merit, statistics, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but I have facts. And then we factor in like the teases and some statements that creative directors at Japan Studio have said yearly since 2016, and shit just doesn't add up. I'm really confused here, guys. And I'm gonna show you right now, it ain't just me, bro. These dudes are tripping, okay? It's not my fault, but it's fine, okay? Because today, I have a kind of explanation or something. I don't know. I got something. I can tell you that. The way that we've been getting these teases and hints about what's going on at Japan Studio is the same this year as it has been for the past 2 years. It's like a yearly what's to come in the coming year post, all right? So at the end of every year since like 2016, I've seen articles like this where they compile responses and things from people like Square Enix. We have Spike Chunsoft, we have Sega, and then Sony Interactive. For the most part, every year we have like Keiichiro right here, Toriyama, they spelled it wrong, Teruyuki Toriyama, Bloodborne, things like that. Every year we always have one of those two people or all of them coming together or coming here and saying stuff. This year we got my boy Keiichiro Toriyama, director, creative director, producer, whatever you want to call it, of the Siren and Gravity Rush series. My boy is here spilling some beans. Let's see what's going on. Sony Interactive Entertainment's Keiichiro Toriyama 2019 keyword comeback. Now hold on. That right there speaks volumes. At the start of this generation, they were going hard. They had like big hitters that sold well. Knack, Bloodborne, Gravity Rush, Soul Sacrifice, you know, things like that. There's a couple other big games that I haven't mentioned, but I think you guys understand where I'm going with this. And then ever since like 2016, maybe the end of 2016 into the beginning half of 2017, ever since then, Japan Studio has plummeted. Knack 2 flopped. The Tomorrow Children, which is an IP you probably don't know about, didn't last a year. Gravity Rush 2 servers barely lasted a year. And at this point, they're kind of just making VR games. Granted, though, okay, Astrobot, right, is the best rated VR game of all time right now. Okay, so that's kind of different, but I digress. Based off what we're gonna be reading from from Toriyama, I'm just gonna not say it. Seems like Astrobot is what flicked the fire in the studio altogether, you know, to continue on and push. But let's see. He says, while the thought never occurred to me during the year, 2018 was a troubling year where one thing after the next didn't go as planned. We had the opportunity to speak with Siren fans of 15 years at the Siren Expedition, and I was able to get motivation for making games in the future, as well as big hints. Don't know what he means by that. In 2019, I want to turn over a new leaf and go full power from the very beginning. Come on, man. It's 2019. The last thing you worked on, I think, is Gravity Rush 2, right? What have you made? I don't know. And if you made anything, it probably wasn't substantial. So what's going on, bro? Let's take a trip backwards real quick. We have this article from 2017 Japan Studios starting up several new titles. Yoshida wants to keep equal effort in new IPs and sequels. Right here, my man Alan Becker, who is the senior vice president of Japan Studios, says this. He says, at Japan Studio, I think we have a lot of talented people, but for whatever reason, I think we fell behind in terms of technology, and that started way back in PS2 days and PS3. Japan Studio wasn't producing that many titles, so with PS4, we're really starting to build that technology back up. Like I just mentioned, we had that big influx of Japan Studio greatness, let's just call it that, at the start of the generation. Even though, yes, it was a little bit of PS4, Vita as well, still, they were giving us good stuff, bro. So he says, without having to state too much more, with Gravity Rush 2 finishing up and The Last Guardian finishing up, we reached this big milestone within Japan Studio. So finally, we feel like we're free to do new things. We're going to finish up Knack 2 as well. So as for the internal team, they're much more freed up. So we are thinking about starting up several new titles. Now, I'm not saying that I expect, to see anything by 2019, or I expected to see anything in 2018, but I just feel like what Toyama says isn't sounding promising based off of this from 2017. Moving on, we have another article from 2017. This is that same yearly wrap-up that we have. This one was the wrap-up for 2017. Looking into 2018, you can see the title, For Gamer Interviews Japanese Creators 2018 Ambitions. So then we have Sony Interactive Entertainment section again. This time we have the whole team. We have a team of creative directors. Now, creative director, producer, I guess that's different. I don't know, but essentially they're doing very similar jobs, so whatever. Right here we have my boy Toyama, creative director, Siren series, Gravity Rush series. It is now the time to lay the groundwork and perform repeated trial and error for our new title, so it is unlikely that there will be an opportunity to publicly share information for quite a while. Okay. Teruyuki Toriyama, for Japanese producer for Bloodborne, Soul Sacrifice, Delta, things like that. In 2018, I intend to take on new challenges such as ambitious title announcements and fully starting a new project currently in planning. So please continue to support Sony Interactive Entertainment Japan Studio in the future. Has Toriyama announced any ambitious title? I didn't think so. Masaki Yamagiwa, producer also for Bloodborne, like last year. We have been active behind the scenes since Bloodborne, so I'd like to make 2018 the year all we have done so far bears fruit. Please look forward to it. Deracine is not bearing fruit. Did they announce anything in 2018? I didn't think so. Look back to this one, okay, 2019 keyword, comeback, but it sounds like 2018 was your comeback. So, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say here? Freedom Wars 2, Bloodborne 2. Firstly, okay, Freedom Wars 2, I don't know, but what I do know, I've told you already, okay? Everything I know, I've told you, and I've presented my ideas, my thoughts, and my reasonings behind this assumption. What these articles could potentially be doing, and I want to stress the importance of the word potential, what they could potentially be doing is painting a picture as to why we haven't seen anything of a Freedom Wars 2 or just continuation of that series. Of course, this doesn't mean that it's in the works, the possibility that it's not even in the works at all is still a factor, right? But based off of the clues and the assumptions, or not assumptions, the facts that I presented in my other videos, that's what makes me believe that it is in the works. Basically, I like to think that it is, okay? We're just assuming that here. Bloodborne 2, on the other hand, okay, I don't even need anything, bro. Like, okay, I have some stuff, but I just have no doubts in my mind that the game is already in the works. Vati Vidya himself also believes the game is in the works. There is something going on with the IP of Bloodborne. It's not done. That's just what it is, man. I just think it's not the right time to show it yet. PS5 is coming in 2020 potentially. But if we think about the PS4 generation, in terms of first party, that's over by 2020, early 2020, if not 2019. Everything first party for PS4 will be released, so it's kind of done. And on that front, I guess Japan Studio and From Software just finally finished releasing Deracine. So, you know, now more time can be put into this title and prepare it for a PS5 release. And in Deracina, they put some hints in there. So basically what I'm saying is I'm not worried. But man, this situation sucks. It's like every year we see these wrap-ups, they try to hype us up, and we don't see anything for the whole year. So I'm just really like, what's going on? And so like I had mentioned, Toriyama, what he says doesn't have to reflect the whole studio. Maybe it's just his team that makes games, you know, whatever. But still, you know, I feel like it's a potential, because the way that Toriyama is saying, oh, you know, Bloodborne producer is saying, oh, we want to announce something new in 2018. Nothing new was announced on their end. So then what's going on? You know, maybe whenever Toriyama is talking, he's talking in like their meeting. They had like a meeting for the directors, producers, whatever, and every team's kind of having some troubles. You know, they weren't able to finish and properly have some way of announcing something. So then that's an issue, and they all are aware of it. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking about this really from a business logical standpoint, trying to put 2 and 2 together with the assumption that the games are real. Okay, so it just sucks, you know. We don't know, and then we see this, so maybe some shit's going on. I don't know. But other than that, man, that's all I got for you guys today. You know, let me know your thoughts. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Freedom Wars 2, Bloodborne 2. Yeah. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.
Let me relax a bit, and my mind be amazed, so I goes off and shit. All your energy is wasted if you argue with Chris. So I sit back and taking all the negative tips. Yeah, while you answering this, other people in the world might got time like this.